So my young'un has seen his sister's CCTV mask that I made last week. Now he's asked me if I'll make a Freddy mask, so I've got a crap ton of foam. There's some more under my desk. I'm using this 3D model to, well, sculpt him after. It's from Sketchfab, and there's the name of the creator, SD Noir. Just to basically show you whose work I'm referencing for my attempt at this. Don't have a clue how it's going to go. Never made one before. Hopefully it'll work out well. Please ignore the mess on the table. I've been working with a bit of epoxy and playing around with that too. So now I have this flat shape, and I've got to glue it all together, and hopefully it will form a nice little bucket like this, but in foam. I have glued it together. Just waiting for it to hold with pins. I've only used hot glue. Look at my Digibot glue gun. Need a big one. But yeah, so hopefully it'll hold. Cut it down. Now I'm thickening it up. A hell of a lot of hot glue and a hell of a lot of foam later, we have our bucket. So it's been pretty much fattened out a little bit more. I'm going to add some more foam to the outside, build up the cheeks, maybe build up the head a little bit more, and then I'll start carving the face out and whatnot. One cheek attached. It still needs fattening out on that side, and the face is drawn on and whatnot. So yeah, attach the second cheek, fatten that one out, fatten that one out, then I'll start carving. Fatten both cheeks out now, and it's ready for carving. So I've been, as you can see, hacketing away at it. Yes. So I shall proceed to carve some more and be back with updates. So I've ordered the knife. It should be here within the next few days. At the minute, I'm just making up a quick muzzle. I've drawn around the face of the mask to figure out how much I need to cut off to the shape. I've just adhered these two little bits for the length of the muzzle. Just spray gluing this now to attach, because I found that glue sticks are brilliant, but they're a bit of a nuisance to cut through. So just make it easier in that way. Upside down. There we go. Wedge that together, and that there is my basic muzzle. Obviously needs carving down and trimming when it's on the actual face. Just going to let that glue set a little bit, and then that'll be that. So now I'm going to attach the muzzle. Hopefully all the measurements I took around the face are going to be alright. Just bring him a little bit forward because he overhangs. Smidging the face on. Apologies about the state of my table. If you can see it, it's covered in foam. I just put a few bins through just to hold it together a bit better. So there's the face, the muzzle added, obviously more carving, and then hopefully we'll get something looking more like Freddy. The knife has arrived, so I've carved a little bit off the back, started carving bits around the front and side. One thing I will say though is, next time I will definitely be using contact adhesive rather than hot glue to adhere all the different layers together, as it is a pain to cut through even with an electric knife. Lesson learned. I've started shaping him now, so the head is a lot rounder, taken quite a bit off. I've shrunk the cheeks round. I've tried blending him a little bit further round. I'm gonna have a band added around the back, try and obviously smooth all these off. Both cheeks are all thinged. I need to come up on a line over the cheek. Not sure how high yet, but yes, so that's more carving. It's coming to shape. I have carved the living hell out of it. We've obviously got the muzzle on. We have the cheeks all carved up and round. Obviously needs a lot of smoothing. I've just got the back bit pegged on. This is going to come swoop up into the back and hopefully join the back up a little bit smoother. Need to cut the eyes out with the knife, and that's about it for how much I'm hacking off. Yeah, so hopefully next time I shall be starting with the fabric when it comes. I have carved her all up and wrapped her in cling film. Now starting to wrap her in gaffer tape to make a pattern for the fabric to pull over it. And with that, we are covered all around, except for the muzzle, which is going to be in a different colour fabric, so I'll just coat that with a bit of duct tape later and make a pattern out of that. Peel it off, and that'll be ready to cut out and stitch up. Still have to add the ears, still need to cut out the eyes.